I'm on a little break. My face is red. I was in the sun too long yesterday, and my arms are white. It's kind of weird because my arms are in the sun longer than my face. I wanted to go over some of the positives of working for the post office, because my last couple videos have been maybe not negative, but realistic in a sort of negative way. At the end of each day, you feel satisfaction knowing that you helped accomplish someone's goal, whether it be your own, someone else's. Receiving a package is always awesome. Maybe not always awesome, depending on what's in the package, I guess. But for the most part, packages are a good thing. Mail, for the most part, is usually a bad thing for most people. So people don't really like that, but they do appreciate when you get their mail to them on time so they can go about their day, and they can also pay their bills on time. You know, if someone gets their bill late or whatever, 2 days later than they should, it's a problem for some people because they rely on the mail to notify them of their bill. Some people are not like internet or tech savvy, so they don't have all the notifications that a lot of the newer generation has set up for them. So yeah, satisfaction. If you're just starting out, or even if you're with the post office a long time, you're going to be doing a lot of walking routes. Up until the point to where you have seniority and you can choose a driving route. Most likely you're going to be on a walking route every day, and then occasionally you'll be on a driving route, unless like your station's weird or something and then it only has driving routes. I don't know if there's stations like that. There probably are. But in like, city parts, residential parts, you're most likely going to be walking, and you stay healthy. Physical activity is a good thing. What else? You get to interact with people. Sometimes they're not the people you want to interact with, but you do get to interact with people. And that's a healthy thing. I need to get more Advo. And more of these things. If you're single, it's a great place to meet women. And Gene, if you're watching this, I'm not saying you get to see a lot of people, and sometimes those people are attractive women, or men if you're female, or men if you're homosexual, or female if you are lesbian. There's something for everybody, because you're literally in public. Oh, you didn't wave. Okay. Switch over to my next bundle. Gotta get some packages. Or a package, I guess. Just one. You make decent money. But depending on what background you come from, it could be considered bad money for the amount of work. But if you are used to just like straight up minimum wage jobs, it's better. Not a ton better. It takes a while to cap out though at this though. I mean, you can keep on getting raises and stuff. And it works out, I'm not struggling at all. There are times and parts of the year where I would like to work less for the same amount of money, of course, just for the sake of my free time. And you get benefits, you get, health benefits. I reviewed some of the footage of this angle when I was testing it out, and it makes my head look even bigger than it normally is. I've always been insecure about that, but at the end of the day, I guess it doesn't really matter. Except if I piss anyone off, it's a bigger target for them to punch. Once you get locked in, once you become a regular, it's almost impossible to get fired. So if you want job security, you have to work towards it. You have to really stick around for it to be a real thing. Because they'll tell you, oh yeah, it only takes about a year to become regular. That's not the case at every station. But if you do stick around long enough, you will get locked in like a motherfucker. Almost to a fault. You know how like teachers have tenure? It's kind of similar, except you don't necessarily have to wait 10 years for it to be a thing. But if you can last and get converted, I mean, not only does your job basically get easier because, you're not required to basically work for as long as they want you to. You're only required to work 8 hours a day. You personally can change that if you want. If you want to work more hours, you can sign up for overtime. You know, so you have options. Basically, what you're going to be doing at that point is creating more work, more stress for the CCAs. But that's an understanded thing, you know, in the post office. You know, like, I don't hold it against the regulars. They work 8 hours. You know, they've put in the work. They've been converted. Some of them for 30 years. You know, 4866. Okay. If you're bad with names, if you're bad with numbers, if you're bad at remembering things, this job will help you. You may not get in initially because you have to take a test, you know, for the minimum requirements, for, you know, remembering street names and stuff. That doesn't mean you shouldn't try, because I'm horrible at that stuff, and I'm getting better. You know, working your brain every day, all the little things you have to remember, which is pretty overwhelming at first. I was sitting here, I was like, do I got chocolate all over my face? Like, this entire time I've been talking to you? I just had a recess or whatever, it was all melted. Yeah, you'll get better at that. You do hit a point, and you only get so good. I mean, there's a bunch of carriers at my station that, you know, they've been doing it for 20 years, and they still make mistakes. We're human. You kind of have to say that after you say we make mistakes. We're human. I'll tell you one thing. I'm going to be super upset if I find out this hasn't been recording this entire time. Okay. We're good. You learn to appreciate little things. If you're not the type to appreciate little things, the little things can sometimes make your day go so much better. Like when someone is needing some mail to go out and they actually put the flag up, you'd be like, ah, you know, just little things like that you actually learn to appreciate. And you know, on the flip side, you know, little things will start to bother you. But I think overall, it's a nice feeling to be able to appreciate little stuff.
I don't know where it's at. She gave me the address to it, but I'm not sure where it's at.
Like the very last address, it's literally, you just go a little bit further, like
And it's right there?
like to where you'd be going to Sheridan, and it's just like right in the corner there.
Oh, okay.
She's funny. You know, let me crash into her now, and or run her over. Yeah, and you get to work with cool people for the most part. You're gonna have some sour eggs at the station, and that's really like the worst part of it is the morning. You know, once you're out on the street, kind of your own boss. How's it going?
Hello. How's it going?
I'm not Jeff. Some of that. And if you'd like one of these, I don't know if you want one of those.
Sure.
Okay.
All right.
There you go.
Thank you very much.
Have a good day.
Hope to see you again.
You probably will.
That you seem like you're kind of an all-star, and you just
I just go everywhere.
go everywhere, and your job is to hit a home run, right?
That's right. I got great stats.
All right.
See you later, man. And see, I mean, you get people like that. They make you feel really good, make you feel special, make you feel like your services are a good thing. That was cool, you know. Gives you a little bit of goosebumps, you know, when people take the time out of their day to compliment you in that kind of a way. And, you know, when you're doing a good job, people take notice to it. I gotta put it in drive first. It's actually pretty hot today. Tomorrow it'll probably be a blizzard, but today it's hot. You get to drive on the right side of the road, as long as you get to drive an FFV. So I don't know what the new vehicles are going to be, but they're coming out in the next couple of years, I think. Next year, next couple of years. It'll probably take a while for it to reach all the stations, even when they're actually out. You know, so you'll have like your station will be a certain priority level. You know, if you got a big station, a little station. And I'm assuming not everyone's going to get the new vehicles all, like, you know, most of the stations are probably going to get hand-me-downs, the FFVs, because there are a lot of stations, even in this area, that run with only LLVs, which is the vehicle from like 1980s. But the benefit of driving on the right side of the road, it actually does feel better. once you get used to it, it kind of makes more sense. It does kind of confuse you when you get back to driving your vehicle, which is most likely left-hand drive. So you'll find yourself like driving way too far to the left or the right. I don't know, but it's pretty funny, and it's cool. It's, you know, something different. Now the ProMasters are left-hand drive, and they're actually not really built for the post office. They're just kind of like they slapped a sticker on the side, and then it's a post office vehicle. but it's cool though. This is actually the house of the guy where that dog recently bit me. He's a nice enough guy. He just made a mistake, kind of thing. My foot still hurts though, like weeks and weeks afterwards. But damn, 91. Shit ton of mail. You owe me a soda, Jinx. We said it at the same time. He didn't put his flag up. A lot of people don't realize we're not required to check the boxes every day. You know, we only check the boxes if the flag is up or there's some indication, if something's like hanging out of the box or something like that, something that seems intentional. But we're not actually required to look in the boxes like people think. Only if they have mail to put in there or the flag is up. Anyway, you get to see the inner workings of the post office, and a lot of people don't truly comprehend the amount of work that goes into a single letter, and it's eye-opening. You're like, whoa, when you actually get into the service and you're doing it. And it's crazy because you're the final frontier. You're it, you know. You're the person, you know, wherever it came from all around the world, you're the person that delivers it, and that's kind of cool, you know. You'll go through training and stuff, and you'll see all these videos, and then hopefully they'll actually do a tour of your main facility in the area, the hub. We have one of the larger hubs in Denver. It's impressive. They have these huge machines that just like, you know, throwing stuff at high speed, and not throwing things like packages, but like letters. It's pretty cool. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. You know, if you're already part of the post office, you know what I'm talking about. You know, put in the comments below some things that you enjoy about the post office. There's a lot more that I'm just not mentioning, but I just wanted to touch on a few things. I didn't want to keep the negative vibe, you know, going strong. Have a good day. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in a future video.